Melyssa Ford, and you are checking out Vibe.com. On June 24th, that's the upcoming event for the house that hip hop built, and it honors women who have made their mark in the entertainment industry, well, the urban music industry. So we're honoring Trina, and we're honoring Heather Mays, who's a music exec. We're honoring Cynthia, the editor of Hip Hop Weekly, and we're also honoring Moni Love. And the proceeds, we're doing this at the Trina Turk Boutique in LA during the BET Awards festivities, and the proceeds of purchases that are made or donations, or whatever the case is, goes to benefit Shoe Revolt. And Shoe Revolt is an amazing idea conceptualized by Atiba Crocker, and it raises awareness for victims of sex trafficking. This is where my identification with these women come in, because once it's been established that you've been a rescued victim of the sex trade, you become the crime that was committed against you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to destigmatize the notion that these women are to be pitied and that they're on a lower rung of society. They're exactly like everybody else. Nobody's exempt from having poor circumstances handed to them, and it just happened for them. So in terms of like trying to erase the stigma and kind of reincorporate them back into society, and so they can try to get on with life. I mean, I really have a very strong identification to that, because it is a little difficult and a little frustrating to be constantly known for just one thing when you feel like you have made so many more achievements since then. But it also just kind of goes to show that I made a mark. You've got to identify with causes that need the attention of somebody that has people who follow whatever it is that they do, because you might inspire people who take interest in your career to take interest in the causes that you find interest in. So do I personally know anybody that's been affected by this? No, it's just women and children, and it's just wrong, and anything that I can do to raise awareness for it, I'm going to be making my own personal donations, of course, and it's going to be an organization that I work with going forward past this day. That's just the contribution that I personally want to make. But I've always felt like if you're visible, you kind of have to give back.
Okay, and I know you have your own organization,
Yeah.
Less is More. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, Less is More. Less is an acronym for Literacy, Etiquette, Strength, and Self. Past seeing, the fact that I was looked at as a role model, and I needed to be a little bit, very conscious of, how I presented myself and conducted myself, and the responsible messages that I put in the public. I also noticed that there was kind of like a little bit of a lack of leadership for young girls. They were kind of having to kind of raise themselves and answer their own questions. And also, I just wanted to identify certain issues that just weren't really discussed, specifically like illiteracy in the African American community. And just the message of the foundation is just to build strong, contributing members of society. There's a mentorship program also incorporated in the foundation, and it's going to be a lot of really amazing women that are, have started careers from a grassroots effort, literally just started on the belief that they could do it. Amazing women that I've had the pleasure of working with and becoming friends with over the course of my years in this business. So we're hoping to really make a strong impact on quite a few young girls' lives.